welcome to menopause. A slower metabolism is part of the
One moment, people.
Is the truth. I have.
Good morning, family, here on YouTube. Sorry, there's some things going on here. Good morning, family on YouTube. Good morning. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. It's a little wet and rainy on this part of the Carolinas where I'm at. I got a message for Felicia Hardy. Felicia Hardy. I'm going to give a little background about Sister Felicia Hardy. For one moment. Yes, I'm gonna give some background about Sister Felicia Hardy. Felicia Hardy, if you're out there, Dr. Felicia Hardy is what they call you. I don't really know you as a doctor, so I can't call you that. But I know that's a title that you've been given and you've used. This message is for you, by the way. And I know. I'm just gonna give a little background about you. A little background. We did used to attend the same church. I know you met Larry. Well, you said that you met him back in at Wait Tech, because I used to go back and forth to Wait Tech. Well, he probably did something at times, but I never met you at Wait Tech myself, so. The only time I've ever met you was at the church you attended, that I used to attend, that I had quit attending, and over a decade ago. I'm not going to say when in the year and all of that, but it's been over a decade ago. What I was going to say next is, I know we talked on the phone a couple of times. I know you used to help Larry. As well, and I know I had asked you to help him one time with a character reference letter. That's me asking you that, and I started talking to you. I started talking to you as far as, like, I guess getting to know you, not romantically, but church member wise. And before I had quit going to that church, that Presbyterian church, due to some problems, and that's how I really met you. That's when I had really met you myself. I don't remember meeting you at Wait Tech myself. I never met you at Wait Tech. That could have been Larry, but I never met you there. I only met you at the church that you had pastored a few times, and you were a member there, as well as your husband is a member there as well. That's the only time I ever met you. I know I spoke to you a couple of times, a couple of years ago, about a reference and all of that, but again, that was time ago, and nobody's really counting that anymore, because that's passing us by. Okay, it doesn't have anything to do with the message that I'm here to give you, so just to keep that in mind. I know you're a woman pastor. I know you're not a prophetess, or an evangelist, or a teacher for women only, but a pastor. However, Miss Hardy, and I don't know how you'll take this. I don't care, honestly. But the Lord has given me to give you this message that I'm about to give you. He actually told me yesterday. He's telling me to give you this message because you're in error. You're in a place of error, and you've been a woman pastor. I know when I used to attend that church that you once attended and pastored for, that you were a pastor, and women are not to be pastors, and that's including married couples. And I'm going to just put the scriptures down. The scriptures also are listed here in the description below as well. They're going to be listed there as well. But he's saying that you're in error, and you are in error. A woman cannot be a pastor. You've been a woman pastor for a long time, so you should know that by now. And you probably know that, but have probably shrugged it off. I'm here to tell you, you don't want to ignore something God is telling you, and you don't want to ignore a messenger either, because warning comes before the fall. I'm going to put it that way. So this message is for you to, he's not calling you to be a woman pastor, if I got that correct. Thank you, Father. He never called you to be a woman pastor, because that's against his word. He's not going to tell you to do something that's against his word, that's not in his word for a woman. It is against the Bible. You should know that. You should know that. I know you probably went to seminary school for that, or you went to school to be the woman pastor, to be the pastor, not woman, the woman pastor, but pastor. But Miss Hardy, you know yourself that you're in error. You know yourself that you're in error, and I'm here to tell you that you don't want to ignore a message from the Most High. He's not pleased. And from what he's also told me, is I asked him, was you in the book of life? He did say that you're not in the book of life. You're not in the book of life. Your name's not in the book of life. So if you die as a woman pastor, Miss Hardy, and this is not to scare you, but this is someone that's here to tell you the truth, someone that's going to tell you the truth, and someone that's giving you not only biblical knowledge, but someone that really cares for you and cares about your soul, and does care where you'll end up after this, because there is another life after this once you leave this place, whether you know that or whether you know it or not. So this is to tell you that you need to come out of being a woman pastor, is what he's telling you, because you're in error. I know you probably went to seminary school for that. You can have all the education in the world as much as I find education is very important. It is. Educated myself. But I don't really go by that. I go by godly education. I go by common sense. I go by truth. Which everybody should. But we know there's going to be a lot of people that do not. But Miss Hardy, the Lord is saying that you are in error. You need to seek the Most High. He's not calling you to be a woman pastor. Being a woman pastor is against his word. And the scriptures for that, I'll list it below. 1 Corinthians 11, that's verse 3 through 12, as well as 14, verses 34 through 35. 1 Corinthians 11, verses 3 through 12. 1 Corinthians 11, verses 14 through... I'm sorry, 1 Corinthians 14, 34 through 35. I'm sorry about that. And Titus, chapters 1 and 2. Chapters 1 and 2. And I believe that is also, hold on a moment, 2 Timothy, or it could have been 1 Timothy. The second chapter, verses 11 and 12. I want to make sure I got that right before I... Well, sorry about that. Yeah, that's first Timothy. Sorry about that. I had to pull that up sitting here. Make sure I'm giving everything correctly on this YouTube video. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verses 11 through 12. So that's 1 Timothy chapter 2, verses 11 through 12. 1 Corinthians 11, verses 3 to 12. And 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verses 34 through 35. Titus chapters 1 and 2. Those are the lead passages about women pastors in that. you're in error. I honestly believe you know that you're in error as well too. Honestly, being a woman pastor, so keep that in mind. Seek the Most High, Miss Hardy, about this because you're in error. You're in error. You know you're not supposed to be a woman pastor, a pastor church. If I'm correctly speaking, I don't think you and your husband go to the same church no more. And the reason I say that is because I did visit that church one time. And I saw how his fell to the ground. And I saw your husband, but I didn't see you because you were probably pastored at a different church, which a woman's not supposed to be a pastor. A prophetess, an evangelist, or a teacher for women only. But you're in complete violation. Yeah, I believe you know you're in complete violation. So, again, do not shoot the messenger. I don't care how you take it, but do not shoot the messenger. But this message is for you, and the Lord is not playing with you. I'm just gonna put it that way. He's not playing with you. You need to come out of being a woman pastor. But he said he never called you to be that. He's not gonna call you to be something outside of his word. So I don't know what his particular will is for you, or what you should have been doing all this time up until now, but what you're doing is in error. It's in error. To new subscribers, welcome. I will have more content to come and more messages to get out as the Lord give to me. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I don't do that. I'm not a pretender. I'm going to give it to you raw, straight, and honest. But again, Miss Hardy, please seek the Most High. Please seek the Most High before you pass this earth. Please seek the Most High. Because one thing about hell, it is forever until the second coming. And I've had visions about hell. I have people that have died on me, and relatives and cousins that have died and are in hell right now. And if they could say one thing, they probably would say, don't come there. If anything, one thing people in hell can tell the truth about. They are telling the truth about one thing only. Do not come there. I'm ending on that note. Shalom, people. Have a prosperous Wednesday.